on a Saturday night. So first, thank you all for coming and spending your evening with us. The students have been working very hard on this production, and we are excited that you're all here for our final performance. Before we start, if you could please take a moment, either during intermission or even later after the show, to look through these programs. We have a lot of very generous sponsors from local businesses as well as the community. And I'd like to take a moment to thank some of our patron sponsors, Dr. Mike and Dawn Bagley, Heidi Wood Photography, and Wes and Nikki. Without these sponsors, putting on shows like this is just not possible. We rely a lot on community support. So thank you very much for your generous contributions to our program. I would also like to thank our administration at the school, Dr. Bennett Jones, our principal, who is here this evening. We are very lucky to have an administration that is so supportive of our program also. We also have some very distinguished guests from the Board of Education here this evening. We have Dr. Peggy Smith. And we also have our Board of Education members, Teresa Grant. Finally, I would like to say a big thank you to our Performing Arts Booster Club. They put in countless hours helping us get these shows going, helping us get the word out in the community, making sure our children are fed backstage. So thank you very much for all that you do, because we truly could not do this without all of your help. So can we have a big round of applause for So at this time, if you would please make sure that your cell phones are silenced. We ask that you refrain from flash photography as well as any video recording. And now we are happy to present Act 1 of Guys and Dolls. Enjoy the show.
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah, maybe she does. I never thought of that.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know nicely Johnson, right?
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
So, tell me, what about Nathan Detroit in the scrap game?
Well, we don't know yet. Well, the heat is on. He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him that I'm loaded and I'm ready for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks? Why don't you acquire it?
Collected the reward on my father.
Oh. Yeah, I sure hope Nathan finds a place for the
Well,
game.
why, Lieutenant Brannigan? Mr. South Street is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
And which Nathan Detroit would that be?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here and getting away with it by moving to a different spot every night.
And why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know that you two bums work for Detroit. Rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh?
You can tell him from me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's going to give him a spot because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
I swear, that guy's so aggressive.
All the time.
Hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having a terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't think.
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. Hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Oh, I mean, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Nathan, did you find a place for the game?
Now, what does that cop want from me? What does he think I am, some sort of maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place for the game?
Yeah, did you find a place?
Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. Tomorrow night, the game will be held at Radio City Music Hall.
How are we gonna fix the ushers?
Tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral
Oh,
parlor.
Nathan. You said once there might be a chance at the Biltmore Garage.
I was over at the Biltmore Garage. I spoke to Joey Biltmore himself.
Yeah?
He said we can use the place tomorrow night.
Uh-huh.
If I give him $1,000.
$1,000
And cash. You won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean my marker's no good? Marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. Marker's like a pledge, which a guy can't welch on, you see? It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only lousy Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't make sense. Me, without a livelihood. I've been running this crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even afford to get Adelaide a present today. You know what today is?
No.
It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with my players. The greats in town.
Brandy, my face!
Swim.
I know! I could make a fortune! But where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grin on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
The stockroom behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got.
Why is good old reliable Nathan Detroit?
If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot.
Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of legs for the fella who can get us. If we only had a lousy little brand, we could be a millionaire.
That's good old reliable Nathan Detroit.
If the size of your bundle you want to increase, you'll arrange that you go broken, quiet, and peace.
In a hideout provided by Nathan, where
to let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for some action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masters.
Yeah.
He's the highest one of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky?
Oh, because his favorite color is blue?
Because that's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he was sick and he wouldn't take penicillin on account he had bet 10 C's that his fever wouldn't hit 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Oh, well, maybe you could borrow the 1,000 from him.
No, not from Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him? You know, why don't I bet him 1,000 or something?
And you would bet Sky Masterson?
Well, I ain't scared.
Oh, he ain't scared.
I am perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can find a bet which there's no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly will land on, or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake! Look, run over to Minnie's restaurant and ask Minnie how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how much strudel.
How much cheesecake, how much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just beat him, right? Adelaide's coming. If she finds out I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Oh, Adelaide, pigeon.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
Oh, you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie. He's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
And what did you say to him?
I told him. I said, I'll meet whoever I want.
Don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary!
A present for me?
I hope you like it.
Oh, it's a belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Oh, Adelaide, that's so sweet. About your present. I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold plating and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't
Yeah,
have.
it's okay, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Adelaide, listen, you know, one day I'm gonna be in the money, and you're gonna have more mint than a mink.
Nathan, darling, I could do without almost anything just so long as you don't start running the crap game again.
The crap game, what an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake, that's great.
Nathan, what is this?
That's nothing, honey.
Hey, any news yet?
No, not yet, Harry. I'll let you know, all right?
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
Oh, his wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
Because he's nervous. It's his first wife.
Oh.
Listen, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy, you see?
Oh.
Yeah. Fellas, why don't you take Adelaide over to the drugstore, all right? Listen, you've got your cold, and it's all the way across the street, and there's plenty of those open manholes around.
Oh, Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye. Happy anniversary.
Masters, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west of Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, helpful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's? You staying in town hall?
Now flying to Havana tomorrow.
Man,
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Want to come with me?
no, I've got too much to do. Meantime, you want to stop over Minnie's for a piece of cheesecake? You hungry?
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's that?
Fine, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days we'll be getting married?
We all gotta go sometime right now.
Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember that pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? You want to stop over to Mindy's? You know, get a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
Now I think I'll go get the late results.
But you will admit that Mindy's has the best cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
And yet some people like Mindy's strudel. Now, Bobby, what do you think he sells more? Cheesecake or strudel?
Well, I never give it much thought. But if everyone is like I am, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
How much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you'd be a betting man. You always take a percentage off the top.
I mean, I thought I'd give you a little action for old time's sake. I will bet you $1,000 that Mindy sells more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Yeah?
When I was a young man about to go out into this world, my father says to me a very valuable thing.
What do you say?
Well, he says to me like this. Son, the old guy says, I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll to you a very large start. But not having any potatoes to give you, I'm now going to stake to you some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come up to you and show you a nice brand new deck of cards in which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy's going to offer to bet you he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as long as you stand there, you're going to end up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim you've been clocking me in these cheese.
Oh, no, you don't think that
However, if you're really looking for some action, I'll bet you the same 1,000 you do not know the color of the necktie you have on.
Of course.
Well,
No, that. Brown. Oh, crazy.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me!
Oh, hiya, Sky. How are you?
good. How's it with you fellas?
Not bad. Nicely, thank you. We took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to be sure and pick her up after the show at the Hot Box. And don't be late.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear? That is husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you were trapped. And Adelaide, you're the kind of girl that is most difficult to unload.
Well, I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll, what's a guy without a doll? Without a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm just saying a guy should have them around when he wants them.
Not
They
dolls
should be
like
easy
Adelaide.
to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you're going to Havana alone?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll with me to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll. Any doll and I name. Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that I can name a doll you won't take it at Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet.
I name her.
Her?
Yeah, no.
Dad? I got cider in my ear.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
Oh, they do that every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah, how do you do?
Sky Masters.
I'm Arvita Abernathy. What's wrong? What's the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
I've wasted my life in gambling and evil betting. But I've suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha! Coffee, please.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. been wandering around just trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling.
Gladly. I would never have become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Thank you. Here you are, young man.
Thank you. Makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
Will you go on ahead and keep talking to Sister Sarah? You'll be all right. I'm so glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could find more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Well, perhaps you might want to try the nighttime.
And how's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know the very best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Why, thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee's so good, I don't understand why it isn't a sin.
What a fine woman. I suppose she sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. I suppose if either you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets I'd like you to read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we'll be holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
Oh, I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you not think I'm getting out of line, but I think it's wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like you sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying in this place. Do you ever go much anyplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
Well, that's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places just a couple hours from New York by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
It's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I'd like you to read.
Thank you. Of course, I'll need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
Well, I'll be speaking at Thursday's prayer meeting.
Well, I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, well, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Well, it's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. There's no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things that have been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You have read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my business, the most random information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I could fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Well, I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will personally guarantee you 1 dozen genuine sinners. I also guarantee you that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 1 dozen sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 1 dozen sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant,
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana.
Where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana, Cuba?
Why not? A plane will get us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still just a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anyone.
Except me. I'm relieved to know it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It's nice to know that there's guys somewhere in the world who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy would be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom
the breakfast eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes. And I shall meet him when the time is ripe.
You've got the guy all figured out,
I have.
including what he smokes. All figured out, huh?
All figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. My love will be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the two pair of pants.
By his calm, steady voice, whose sweet on the brow. As I run to his arms, that at last I come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be sad. For I'll know when my love comes along.
Now you're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
You want to know how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. But I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know them before he can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the room. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. I'll drop by again in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Take a chance. My love will be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be sad. For I'll know when my love comes
Hello.
Hello? Is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who is this?
Nathan Detroit.
Oh, this is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling about the, you know,
The what?
rap game.
The what?
The rap game?
Hey, wait 1 minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will you?
And that will be $8. All right, what was that, Nathan?
The cricket?
Hey, don't say that over the phone. What if the cops are listening?
Sorry, Joey. I'm calling about the dice game. I was wondering if me and the boys could have it at your place tomorrow night.
Yeah, if I get $1,000.
You'll get it tomorrow.
And call me tomorrow.
Joey, if you're gonna take up that kind of attitude with me, I'll have the game someplace else.
Okay, have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it, Joey? Look, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I happen to be getting it from Sky Masters.
Oh, and how do you know?
I made a bet with him. I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
Okay, where does she go?
She don't go no place, Joey. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. This ain't a horse. It's a dog.
Joey.
Nathan, there'll be no cracking here tomorrow night unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Look, Joey, I gotta go. I'm meeting that lady at the hot box. One more thing. Can I at least tell the guys it might be at your place tomorrow night?
Not until I get my dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now for the grand finale of our Round the World review. We take you down to the farm with Miss Adelaide and her hotbox farmerettes.
A book?
Book. You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Oh, Nathan! Listen, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
Where's your cold?
Oh, it's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I've had it, and I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing without hardly any clothes on, which is usually what I wear. So he told me to read this book, because he said it might be due to psychology.
You ain't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the kind of psychology that tells why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh. Would it tell you why a certain kind of doll would go for a certain kind of guy, but you really wouldn't think he would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, just for instance. There are certain kind of dolls that you really wouldn't think would give a certain guy.
Nathan, darling, no matter how terrible a fellow seems, you can never be sure that some girl won't go for him. Take us. Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise, and I was wondering what you might think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Well, I mean, we're going to sooner or later.
I know, Nathan. It's just that I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? Well, what's wrong with your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
And why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, Nathan, I wrote her I was married.
You did? Huh?
Uh-huh. Then, after about 2 years,
What? What after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
I told you, Mother, we had a baby.
I had to, Nathan. She would have understood if we hadn't.
Well, what type of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. now?
He's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I could bet on it.
But Nathan, that ain't all, Nathan.
Don't tell me Nathan Jr. has a little sister.
All those years, Nathan, Mother believes in big families.
Just give me a grade.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Nathan, now we're finally getting married and it won't be a lie anymore.
How could you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you never even met my mother.
But I will. And then what'll I tell her? What'll I tell her I did with 5 kids? Trade them over to the Phillies or something? Alan, what are we gonna do?
We could get married.
Marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years now. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, dear, I got the veil. All we need now is a license and a blood test.
Blood test.
Blood test, it's a law.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan! You're not planning to run your crap game again!
Like, why would you think such a thing? Why do you think I closed the crap game in the first place, huh? Because I love you, and I want us two to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Has anyone seen an earring?
I don't think so.
You! My mom dated up tomorrow with Society Max, and he blows it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, here it is.
Look at me, Adelaide. I'm down on my knees.
Get up! You're my new crap game!
Adelaide, everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore!
But it's true. Look, honey, you'll feel better tomorrow. Come on. Give me that little smile. Come on. Oh. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, from one plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you think you're the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting a fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Note. Oh, note. Okay. Chronic organic syndromes. Toxic or hypertense. Involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the Bravo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself, the name ain't his. A person can develop a cough. And furthermore, installing the wedding trip, a person can develop a grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get up at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop lung grip, a post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really up hip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold.
Hey, Leslie, what are you looking at? Oh, Benny, I just saw Sky following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She'd give him a look that'll cool off a moose during mating season.
Great, just as long as he don't take her to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take that daughter to Rochelle. Where is Nathan? He ought to start lining the game up.
I don't know, he's off looking for Adelaide somewhere. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, always taking his mind off the honest work.
I know. It's such a shame that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Oh, well, Benny, that's his weakness. And we should be tolerant. Because I'm told it's a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby, but otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting at home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has licked 'em, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane. It's only a John, could be for a change.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flat the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money. That the guy's only doing it for some love.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a cinch that the bum is out of the mouth of some little fraud.
When you meet a love quickly out of the jump, and he's still lifting like a falling rock.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see a sport, and his cash is one short, make a bet that he's banking it with some gold.
When a guy wears tails with a front leaning right, who the heck do you think he's tickling things on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob gets a good steady job, and he smells from my house and Bombasol.
Call it dumb, call it clever, oh, but you can give on forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, it looks like we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid more attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should have never volunteered for this post. Well, let's go get some lunch. And to think, I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take those gamblers and have them just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvita.
Good morning, General. We didn't know you were coming to town today, General.
I got in early this morning. I spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
Oh, won't you come inside and have some lunch with us?
No, I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite decision. We've decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh no, close the mission? Oh, but General, please, someone can do good here even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many other calls on us, so many places where our work is really needed.
Yes, but we're doing so much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting, but will anyone be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former senator.
How do you do?
Well, how do you? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah Brown could be a real big success here.
I'm glad you seem to think so, but I'm not so sure.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, may I offer a suggestion?
Yes?
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and see for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well,
I thought the mission stood a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Well, hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
You all got your red carnations? Remember, no one will be let into the game without they got the red carnation. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the boys it's at the Billmore Garage?
Yeah, I got a small one for a while. Joey wants his dough.
It's almost 11 o'clock. The boys ain't gonna stick around much longer.
So soon. I left nicely at my hotel to wait on the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
Well, it hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait on it.
Well, I felt a little faint, so I had to get a faint.
Go back to my hotel and wait on the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you sweat to death.
Okay, Nathan, cool off.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Oh, Harry, the horse sells everything in Brooklyn.
Detroit, if you don't have a place for the game, tell us and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Take it easy, Harry.
Detroit, hope you will not spoil our evening, and as much as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I'd like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Well, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, which as you can see, the heat is on tonight. Just be patient, we'll get you smashed, all right?
What do you think, Big Julie? Should we stick around or should we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure, sure.
Oh, Nathan. If there is no crap game tonight, I'm sure Big Julie here would be considerably displeased. And Big Julie doesn't like to be displeased. I'm sure you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased them. Although, I will admit, I find it very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they're no longer around and about.
You don't think I'd be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, let me tell you, when Nathan Detroit, when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on it, Dad.
Well. An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Ooh, Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liberalist Louie, Hey Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn and... Huh. Pardon me. I'm very bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, it'll never help my mother across the street.
Anyways, turn about the game.
Lovely. This looks like the milk chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
It's a party!
Indeed! What kind of party?
Oh,
Goodbye, girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
That's right, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. But why didn't you tell me sooner?
It was, surprise.
But I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen. I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was a...
No, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
Yeah, Nathan, what will it be?
Nathan, these good fellows are nice enough to give you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
We need time for our license and our blood test, right?
Yes, gotta happen.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night after the show at the Hot Box?
We need time for a nice...
You could elope. Yeah, you can drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico.
Yeah, Pimlico. No, Nathan, they'll marry you right away and they don't ask you for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, I think it's a great idea. You should elope. I'll lend you my Ghetto, my Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it!
What the hell?
Why, congratulations too, Nathan. I only hope there's nothing in heredity. Ooh.
Oh, Nathan, I've got so much to do before we elope. You'll be at the hot box tomorrow night?
Yeah, we'll be dressed up in, whatever you elope in.
Oh, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only what will I wire her?
Send a telegram and date it back.
I better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow. It was a beautiful doll indeed. What do you think, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the doll?
14 years?
Let's shoot crap.
Yeah.
Nathan, you better find a place for the game.
Canada, the one from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
They couldn't have. She couldn't have gone. She couldn't have gone!
How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar. And a kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
They're very good. I'll have another. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, slugger. It's over and you're still chained. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. Or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding. Ask me how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you look. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel? Ask me now that you're fondly harassing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Savannah is so wonderful. Why don't we stay a couple of days and see how wonderful it's really like?
I think we better hurry if we want to catch a plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You know why I took you to Havana in the first place? I made a bet. That's how we met in the first place. I made a bet.
How else is a girl supposed to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No, no.
I gotta do what's right for you.
Oh, you speak just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Golly, I don't know how I'm going to get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you all to give it to me. Sky, hello!
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, fine, Sky. Look what the girls just gave me. They went to an all-night drugstore and threw me a kitchen shower.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know, Miss Sarah?
How do you do? Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're looking to get married tomorrow night after the hot box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel like a housewife already. I know I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Well, Miss Adelaide sure seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock, maybe?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
And how do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're starting to figure out something I've known for quite a while. a dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop, and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold, that's my time of day, my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. And you're the first person I've ever wanted to tell that to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. So I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is more that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love
Grandmother, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We took your suggestion and stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where were you, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
Well, I'd say you're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this? Hey, what is this?
Wait a minute, I'm losing 10 G's.
Someone must have tipped him off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I ever saw a floating crap game going full blast and a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you? Sarah!
This would have never happened if I hadn't. I should have never gone with you. It was wrong.
No, you went to Havana to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
information purposes for you to take. If you are part of a group, if you attend church regularly and there is a senior adult group that you think might be interested in that, and if you wanted to take some extra flyers so that you could pass those out, we would absolutely not stop you from doing that. Okay? So please, feel free to take as many as you want, and we hope to see you next Friday night. Oh, by the way, one more thing. If you want more information, the Band Boosters has a Facebook page. For those of you who are over 30 years old, that's Facebook. Okay? Right? Just search Clayton High School Band Boosters, we'll be there. For those of you under 30, we also have an Instagram account, okay? Because we know you like to use that one. So please go look on Instagram. Clayton High Band is the handle for that. So please, we hope to see you out next Friday, April 12th, for some bingo. Thank you very much.
All right, who's ready to win some money? Tonight's winner will be going home with $86. Thank you very much for your generosity this evening. Alicia, would you please draw our winner? 741637. 741637. Oh. Congratulations. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoy Act 2 of Guys and Dolls.
And now for the featured number of the evening, the Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
He bought me the fur thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the shoes, and the hat, which was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said, as I ran down
sir. Mr. Detroit hasn't been here all evening.
Bring me a Ryan soda.
Sky, did you see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
Miss Adelaide, I bring a message to her from Nathan. And I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What's the message? Where is Nathan?
It's like this. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh has suddenly taken ill with her...
A rare tropical disease?
Say, that's not bad. Anyways, Nathan
And I
has
said,
to...
what is the message? Where is Nathan?
Well, the crap game is still going on.
Since last night?
Big Julie, being the large loser that he is, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he's most insistent.
Well, where's
so,
the game?
Why? Are you looking for some action?
No, I'm leaving town tonight, but I do want to talk to some of you guys. You see nicely, I gave my marker to...
Somebody will meet you outside.
And what about Nathan's message?
Oh, Miss Adelaide, Nathan is in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical aunt. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Sky, Nathan has to be here tonight. We're looking to get married. Is it the crap game?
You know, Nathan, why does it surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change. Why is it the minute you dolls get a guy you like, you take him right in for alterations?
Well, what about you men? Why can't you go marry other people like normal people do and live normal like people? Have a home with wallpaper and bookends.
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Because guys like Nathan Detroit and yeah, Sky Masterson, we don't belong in a life like that. So when guys get mixed up with dolls like you, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where you going?
I don't know, Las Vegas maybe. I got a ticket on the lake plane tonight.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Well, tell him I don't want to talk to him again. And have him call me here.
Look, why don't we get you another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody, you'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than her frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked by looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu. 103.2. So much virus inside that a microscope slide looks like a giant kazoo. Just from watching her memories in writing and the story her books can be told, a person can develop a cold.
Not so fast, Sarah, not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose that nobody's there at all. We can just explain to the general.
We won't have to explain anything. It will be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place. Go someplace where... Oh,
Where the sinners are all respectable and well-behaved.
you saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
Yes, and someday they will be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the moment he started picking on you.
But what I didn't know is that you were going to get so stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
Well, what do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
And I love not to be a gambler.
You love him enough.
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the color of your coat and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. Mansions, I can wish you 7 foot with all in that, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of youth. Standing there, gazing at you with a sheep's eye and a licorice too. Music, I can wish you merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. With a sheep's eye and a licorice too, and those strong arms to carry you away.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Sister Abernathy, how goes with the soul saving? Tonight's a big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The general's coming and
Generals are tough to all, eh?
Yes, very few people are coming. In fact,
I don't
nobody.
think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, grandmother. We better hurry.
Miss Sarah, you've forgotten something. But me being a gambler, I do not forget things like this. You still hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about
I
it.
cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night our mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
If you do not pay up on that marker, I'll tell the whole town that you're a dirty vulture.
Angel, where's the crap king?
Well, Sky, it's about a 10-minute walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
crap queen?
You see, Big Julie, the boys are slightly fatigued from weariness, having been shooting crap for quite a while now. Namely, 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I'm out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I've begun to see the logic of Big Julie. It's not that Big Julie's a bad loser, it's merely that he prefers to win, right, Big Julie?
Give me the dice. I'm shooting 500.
Take 200.
I'm half dead. Now shut up, then Big Julie will arrange the other half.
Ha! And it's 1 and a 1. Snake eyes, you lose. It's $50 for the house, but the dice are still yours and the luck is bound.
Shut up. Another 5.
200 more.
Comes that big lucky roll. Ha! It's snake eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Julie.
Well, that cleans me. But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
Big Julie, the boys are tired. But me, personally, I'm as fresh as the daisy.
All right. Then I'll play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down out of every pot. You must have now quite a bundle.
Well, it's only fair I should assume the risk. I should also assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm gonna roll you. Willie or nilly. If I lose, I'll give you my marker.
And if I lose?
Then you'll give him cash.
I want to hear it from Big Julie.
You'll give me cash. Here's my marker. Put up your dough. Is anything wrong?
No, I owe you $1,000 signed to X. How is it you can write 1,000 but you can't write your own signature?
Well, I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
This will push you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000. And to change my luck, I'm going to use my own dice.
Your own dice?
I have them made for me, especially in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
That is a breach of etiquette.
Hey, show me where it says that in Emily Post.
Not that I wish to seem petty, but could we maybe take a look at these dice, man?
That's not a bad idea.
Big Julie, them dice ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I have the spots taken off for luck, but I remember where the spots formerly were.
You're gonna roll blank dice and call them from remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I don't see any problem. I see no reason.
Ha! A 5 and a 5. My point is 10.
At least I still got a chance, right?
Tenzi, come again, Z.
I wish he'd fall down on his knees.
Ha! Ha! A 10, I win.
10.
6 and a 4.
Which is the 6 and which is the 4?
Either way. Now I'm shooting 2,000. Get it up.
I just remembered I'm a local. I gotta be down.
Don't get up to 2,000.
Why don't you let some of the other chaps?
After I'm through with you, 2,000.
Wouldn't it just be more convenient if I put it in your pocket?
Get it up. Ha! Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, I think I'll take it easy on you.
What do you mean?
I'm shooting $1.
We'll take all of it.
Ha! Yeah, see? How do you like that? Snake eyes. I lose.
This ain't gonna bend down.
There you go.
Now I'll give you a chance. I'm shooting 3,000.
3 G's.
I'm shooting you for 3 G's. Put it down there.
Just put down all of it.
Ha! Ha! 11. I win.
That cleans me.
All right. Now I'll play with you guys.
All right, come on. No, wait. You gotta give me a chance to get even. I'll roll you with my dice.
All right, Detroit. That's fair. What are you going to use for money?
I'm gonna give you my marker.
And you expect Big Julie to put up cash?
Hey, Nathan done it.
Sure I know. What kind of deal is this anyway?
You take it easy, Nathan.
Oh, him with his no spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots off of him.
Nathan, you don't make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation.
Oh, shoot. Put me in cement. At least I know where I was. Here I am risking my neck to set up this crap game. I even promised to get married on account of it. Look how I wind up. Broke in a sewer. Believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there was nothing you could do that would not cheer me up.
Here they are. Excuse me, gentlemen. Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood. Looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to talk to some of you guys.
No, we ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
I am asking for only 1 minute.
We are shooting crap.
It has to do with Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, Ariel, who is this guy?
It's the fella I was telling you about. Took the missions all to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Look, fellow, why don't you go back to your praying camp? You're slowing up the action around here.
If you want some action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or am I left-handed?
Now, how would I know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Get up. I never turn this to Sears Roebuck.
Now look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. I promise I'd bring to her some sinners, and when it comes to sinning, some of you guys are high up among the pink cards.
Look, I don't want to spend an evening in a hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor for me, do it as a favor for yourselves. I guarantee you the air in the mission smells much cleaner than down here. Maybe it wouldn't hurt some of you guys to learn something else besides the odds on making a fool the hard way.
Look, you've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read as lively as a scratch sheet, but it's at least twice as accurate. Come on.
I don't know, Sky. I don't know.
Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Sky, about that Havana business. I read I temporarily do not have the thousand payment.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took the dough.
You thought wrong.
Big Julie, get up! I know the folks to roll you with my dice!
Hey, nothing doing. With those dice, Big Julie cannot make it past to save his soul.
What'd you just say?
I said that with those dice, Big Julie cannot make it past to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make it past to save his. And yours? And yours and his? I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna bet each of you $1,000 against your soul. 1,000 cash against a marker for your soul.
$1,000?
If I win, you show up the mission tonight. Is it okay?
Wait, let me get this. If you lose, then we each get $1,000, and if you win, we have to show up at some lousy Mission Dolls cabaret.
If I win, you show up to save a soul mission. 1 meeting.
Okay.
That's fine by me.
Fine by me, too.
You too, Nathan. A marker against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You gotta have one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
Well, that's S-O.
And now put down your markers. Give me the dice. And give me room.
Come on, quit stalling already. Roll.
Yeah.
Well, what's the matter, Sky? You turning chicken?
You see me roll for 100 G's. I got a little more than dough right on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have the very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush, and yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight, luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see dated other guys who've been with, but let me be a lady with me. Lady doesn't plead for escort. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. The lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Lucky be a lady. Lucky be a lady. Lucky be a lady tonight.
Lucky be a lady tonight. Lucky be a lady tonight. Lucky if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Lucky be a lady tonight.
Let a gentleman see.
Let a gentleman see.
How nice a day you can be.
How nice a day you can be. Lucky be a lady, be a lady with me.
Lady doesn't flirt with strangers. She have a heart. She have a soul. The lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I let my life buttons roll. So let's keep the party
So let's keep the party polite.
Never get out of my sight.
Never get out of my sight.
With me,
Stick
baby,
here, baby. Stick here, lady.
be a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Luck be a lady. Roll with ya, roll with ya. What's the matter? Roll the dice. Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out right. Ha!
I tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Look, Big Julie, you gave your marker, and if you belch, it'll cause me no little embarrassment.
But-
And you don't want to cause me embarrassment.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to some prayer meeting, no decent person will talk to me.
Adelaide?
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, nice to tell you about tonight. I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let's not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
What is this? You're my dog.
Your dog, please. If that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Adelaide, how can you go on like this over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in you not being able to accept me no more. I have got you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, never do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll get married. We'll get a little white house with a green fence. It'll be like the Whitney covers.
Oh, Nathan, we gotta do it soon. I got another letter from my mother today asking a lot of questions. And she put in one for you too, Nathan.
A letter from me? From your mother? Oh. Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you've now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even a manager.
I was gonna promote you at Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide and the 5 children and the one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her, so I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't support 6 kids on what I make at the A&P? very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You're a good man, and I know you'll always take care of Aaron. I feel like you feel.
Nathan, darling, we can still make everything all right. It's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
Emily.
okay.
Wait, I can't.
Why not?
Come on, Nathan, we'll be late. Come on, let's go.
Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Because I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun. You gave me a kiss, you're grabbing, you're riding, you're rocking the races again. When I think of the time,
Adelaide.
I think of the way I
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Call the lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love
Best years of my life, I was a fool to give to you.
Alright already, I'm just enough good. Alright already, it's true. So new. So sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You gamble it here, you gamble it there, you gamble on everything on to me. And I'm sick of you giving me up in the end. You're back in the money again when I think of the time.
Adelaide.
And I think of the way I
Adelaide.
tried. I could honestly die.
Save a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead and hate me. I
When
love
you wanted to jail to me to bail you
Right
out.
already, so call the police. Alright already, it's true. So new. So sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love
You're
you.
running again, you're running again. I'm not gonna play second fiddle tonight. I'm sick and I'm done. It's all you're running. I'm telling you down the window. When I think of the time, I think of the way I tried.
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It's now several minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming?
Well, maybe your watch is fast.
Sergeant Sarah, I think something is very wrong.
I know what's wrong, General. I'm wrong. I've failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them. I think you had better go ahead.
Come on in. Welcome. Oh, hello. Welcome.
Is everybody here? Where's Nathan and Troy?
Present.
Here you are, Miss Sarah. 1 dozen and more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you gentlemen please sit down?
Sit down, all of you.
I would like to welcome you all to the Save a Soul mission.
Just a minute, everyone. This is a mission, not Rose Lake. I suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Since I am required to depart for points west tonight, I'm now putting Nathan the Detroit Major Domo in my place. Nathan, anyone who does not act accordingly to the Hoyle will respond to Sky Masterson personally, and that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So, remember that, you guys. Yeah. Sister Abernathy, your advice.
Tonight we are honored. The meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It does my heart good to see so many evil-looking sinners in our mission. Now, who would like to start us off? Who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
I know stool pigeon.
Come, brothers and sisters, I know it is hard. Let one of you give testimony to the sin in their heart.
Come on, Benny, tell them what a bum you are.
Well, I was always dad and a gambler, but I ain't no more. Thank you.
Don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Big Julie.
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid, but ever since then I've come clean, as I can prove by my record 33 arrests and no convictions.
Anybody else?
Harry first.
Oh, no. Well, like when Sky Masterson rolled us $1,000 against our...
I beg your pardon.
Sky Masterson rolled us $1,000 against our souls.
No, I don't think I understand. I do, General. He means that the only reason that they are here is because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game. Oh, wonderful! This whole meeting the results of gambling? It shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you've done remarkable work.
Oh, hasn't she though?
Wait a minute, I'm not done yet. My sins is that Sky rolled us the 1,000. I really wanted the money. And now that I'm here, I still do.
Anyone?
We will now heed testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson.
Oh, no.
Brother Nicely Johnson.
No.
Get up, you dumb lug!
Well, it happened to me kind of funny. Like a dream. Yeah, that's it. A dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone paid me, but the passengers, they moved right from home. For the people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
And the devil will grab you under, right the shark will bell the drum, check and go, sit down,
Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
I sailed away on that rowboat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people said beware,
People said beware,
people said beware,
people said beware.
and the devil will grab you under by the face and try to get drunk. Sit down,
You're rocking the boat.
And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, ho, 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 ho,
great big wave came and washed me overboard.
And as I sank and I hollered, someone save me! That's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. So I said to myself, sit down. Said to myself, sit down. Sit down. Said to myself, sit down. Said to myself, sit down. You're rocking the boat. And the boat will drag you on. Will drag you on. The river you never broke. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down. You're rocking. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down. You're rocking. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Was there anything we can help you with, brother Lieutenant? Would you care to testify?
I'll do my testifying in court, where I will testify that you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were standing here when they came out. You saw them. Aren't these the fellas?
I've never seen them before in my life.
There's a right frog.
Now, if you would excuse us, we would like to get back to our meeting.
Yeah. Beat it.
I never saw crapshooters spend so much time in a mission. Maybe this is what they mean by holy rollers.
Thank you, Sister Sarah. But people, I do have a confession to make. He and the boys, we did shoot crap here last night. And mission, but we're real sorry about it. Oh, I'm sorry, so sorry.
I'm really sorry.
I did another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy that he could not take a certain doll with him on a trip. And I shouldn't have done this, although it did no harm, as I won a bet.
You won the bet?
He told me he never took the doll. Wow, that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah! Ladies and gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Fold.
boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me! Nobody cries like that over some old guy. You know, the other night when I saw you with Sky Masterson... Oh no, not Sky! You're not in love with Sky!
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Oh, Natalie, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've tried to change Nathan. I've always wondered how wonderful he'd be if he were different.
I've thought that way about Sky, too.
I sat and pictured it by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a home, in the country, happy.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it? If only Sky. They just can't change. Well, a little while ago at a prayer meeting we had, there were a lot of gamblers, as though maybe they could change.
Yes, but that doesn't. Gamblers? At your prayer meeting? Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
A darling fellow with a cute brown suit.
I think so.
How do you like that, rat? Just when he's supposed to be lying, he's telling the truth. I'm glad I'm through with him, and you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What are we, crazy or something? I'd wanna make us in sacks and clines. A lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from morning to noon, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he loves to play. Crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than die in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving
Leaving
town.
town.
Don't let him get
Get
away.
away.
Hurry and track him
Tell him
down.
to marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter.
Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better thing. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Leporto.
Rogers Pete. Galoshes.
Ovaltine. But marry the man today. Handle the meek and gently. Marry the man today and train himself so friendly.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2
6.
Stop! Marry the man today. Rather than die in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways. Change his ways. And change his ways. Tomorrow. Nathan! Nathan! Nathan, where are you, Nathan?
Give me a late paper.
Just a minute, honey. I'm helping Lieutenant.
Nathan, come on, we're all waiting for you.
There you are.
Nathan, close up the newsstand. We're getting married
today.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of day.
Let's go. Is this wedding happening or not? I paid $50 for this mess and throw.
Nathan, come on!
Let's go. Where's the wedding?
Holy smoke.
What is it?
I forgot to get a place for the wedding.
Nathan!
Oh, what about the Fillmore garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game and the devil is using loaded dice.
Crap game? Where's the crap game?
Brother Masters,
Yes, Brother Detroit?
would it be all right if we got married in your mission? Adelaide and I?
Oh, certainly. I married Sister Sarah and Brother Masterson, and I would be glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Clayton. I'll lay you 8 to 5. You'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is that he wishes you every bit of happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we're gonna be so happy. We'll have a home in the country, and Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
Can you see it high? Reach the stars in the sky. You can bet that it's doing boys on roll. When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's the same as only a John should be for a change. And you need a chance, making all kinds of plans for a flat that could flatten the top of the hole. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. If you won't mind holding on for a few moments, we have some special thank yous.
Yes. Can we have all of the seniors, cast, crew, and pit to come up to the front of the stage right now?
Oh, that's right. These here. You're welcome. Okay, where are the things? Oh. Okay. So these flowers are for the head of our crew. So we have Sadie, Chelsea, Lee Ann, and I think Shelby.
Something very special about Clayton High School is the kind of support that we get for the arts from the rest of the community. Just this Friday, we had a performance in front of the school and they loved it. And it's just amazing that our school can respect what we do as well as we respect what they do. So someone who is very important in that role for the helping the arts and all that is Dr. Bennett Jones.
Let me clarify one thing, Jay. The best thing about this school are these kids.
Our choreographer is not here tonight, but I would like to send this out to the world and thank her for making all of the choreography and just pulling the show together. Because without it, but I would just like to say thank you, Ms. Jess.
My name is Holly, and all of this stuff is going to go to Mrs. Meggs. You have done so much to help all of us get this far and do amazing and help us musically, so just thank you. Thank you.
These are the best kids in Johnson. My job is made easy when we have the support that we have from all of you to come out here and support what it is that these kids do, because this is their home and they have to have a home. And the fact that we can provide that for them here, and we have like alumni in the audience. Making time to continue to support. It's one of the things, before every show we circle up. We have our private moments back there, we circle up. And we always have a moment with our seniors, of course, on senior night. And I reminded them that tonight there is always alumni that's in the audience, and that next time they will be back as alumni, also supporting the other students that are here. But before I forget, I need a special shout out to this amazing kid. We all work together. Damon and Sarah have certainly been in a couple of the shows with us, and I have some new members. Yes, even Mr. Maddox. And I feel too that they have grown as musicians because they've learned that in this role they serve as accompanists, and that's a new role for them. And I know that I will continue to see them grow. Even you, Mr. Maddox. How tall he is?
Stand up.
Thank you so much. You guys were amazing. So proud of you. So proud of you.
Okay.
So I've been putting this off for as long as possible. But I met this person my sophomore year of high school on a New York trip, and they kind of thank you. Everyone else kind of wanted to go shopping, and she was very adamant about doing theater-related things. And it kind of kick-started my love of theater, and she helped me with every show I've pretty much ever been in. She helped me pick out my monologues to get into college. Like, she's the best director I've had.
I moved to North Carolina almost 5 years ago. And I joined the Booster Club because my oldest was in one of the plays. And after she was done with high school theater, she went on her way, but I stayed and I helped because I just love theater. And no one here will say that's a shock to them. And the Boosters and the Clayton High School theater community welcomed me in. They didn't care that I didn't have a kid in a show anymore. They were happy to let me volunteer my time and work with the kids. And then I chaperoned the trip to New York, and I basically got 40 more kids. So last year when they needed a director, I said, okay, I'll try. And here I am, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm so, so, so proud of each and every one of these kids. From the backstage crew who are making things work and move and make it look seamless, to the kids who are painting, and our tech kids who are making sure that we have blinding spotlights. To these kids in the pit who have never played and who have played and who have spent hours giving their time to make an incredible production and make all these characters come to life. Even Clayton. So, thank you, all of you kids, for listening to me rant and doing it over and over again. And just thank you, all of you, for coming out and supporting these kids and supporting the arts and helping our program grow. I hope you enjoyed the show. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, everybody.